Hey, what's going on, my ninja? Shinobi here, and today I have a pretty exciting video for you. Maybe it might be a little depressing to you, but at the same time, I'm a numbers guy and I like to actually get the facts behind things. And just starting off right away, what are we talking about? We're talking about crit Mempos. Right now, pretty much the most expensive items in the game, unless so you get like some weapons that can be even more pricey than a crit Mempo, but everybody's in the search for a crit Mempo. They want that 6% crit Mempo. It's a very exciting time when somebody actually gets one and they think, oh, this is going to be amazing. I'm going to sell it on the real money auction house, or my character is going to gain so much more damage. All these kinds of factors. And I recently thought, what if I bought a bunch of unidentified Mempos? How many would it take me to get a 6% crit Mempo? You know, pretty much the best you can get. So I did some math, and I wanted to go over exactly how I figured out all this stuff, and pretty much give you guys kind of an example on all of this. So you can see right here, these are the variables that can go on a Mempo of Twilight. You have a regular resist like fire, poison, whatever the case may be. The best way for figuring this out is I went to Diablo 3 or Diablo Progress and I typed in Mempo Twilight, and then I just went like this, and you can see it shows you all the different variables that can be on an item, some of which are not going to be on a Mempo, but by going trial and error, and you see on here, okay, attacks per second, not on there. You keep going through and you just keep going through, and eventually you can get all of the statistics that I've gotten right here. And you can see that I have the regular resist, like I said. You get the second base stat, so the base stat can roll again, or it can possibly roll like a vitality or something, or intellect, or whatever the case may be. It can roll more intellect. It can roll more vitality, or whatever the case may be. So then you have the third one, which is the one we're looking for, which is crit chance. The fourth one here is gold fine. Chance to fear, chance to stun are both things that can be on there as well. Regen life. Also have, and I also searched all these stats on the auction house to see if it actually could have these things, and it can have all of these things. Have thorns, melee or attackers take damage. Reduced duration of control effects. Also have armor, health globes, indestructible, so you don't have to repair it, blah blah blah. Magic fine, gold fine, like I said up there, gold pickup radius, and reduce level requirement. Now on a Mempo of Twilight, let me give you a for instance right here. Let's take a look at a crit chance Mempo of Twilight. So right here you see that you have the base stat already, you have the resist all already. Those things come on it automatically. The attack speed, the life percent, and a socket. Now the one chance for a change here is that one variable, which it could be crit chance, it could be any of these things that I have listed on here for you. So how many are here? Well, if you go down, you can see that there are 15 variables, including crit chance in that you can see how many you get. So if you were to have an unidentified Mempo Twilight, you have a 1 in 15 chance to get a crit Mempo. Now, is it going to be a 6% one? We don't know. We're going to figure that out though. So the next one here you can see is which equals 6.6% chance. So when you get a Mempo, it's unidentified, you have a 6.6% chance to get a crit Mempo. Now on average, now it's not always going to be like this. I mean, this is just math here. It's just, so let's figure out some more information here. Now there are 7 crit variables. Now you have 3%, 3.5, 4%, 4.5, 5%, 5.5, and 6%. So 7 variables right there. So you take that 6.6% chance, divide that by 7, you have a 0.94% chance to get a 6% crit Mempo. If, for instance, you did roll crit, you have a 0.94% chance to get a crit Mempo. And what does that equal? Well, that equals 106 Mempos. So for every 106 Mempos that you find or you unidentify, you have a chance to get a 6% crit Mempo. It takes 106 Mempos to get a 6% crit chance Mempo. Obviously, you could get lucky. The second one you do, you could get it. The third one you do, you could get it. And I know 5.5% chance is still good, and I know that 5% chance is still good, but we're just talking about 6% right here. So let's take a look at some more information to see if it's actually worth it to buy unidentified Mempos and try and make a profit off of it. Or just buy it so you can have it for yourself. So this is how much you would have to spend. You take 106 and you times that by 70 million. That's the going rate for an unidentified Mempo, is 70 million. That would cost you to get a crypt Mempo that's 6%, 7.42 billion gold to get a 6% crypt Mempo. Okay, well, let's break that down a little bit more and let's find out some more information about that. The next one right here, 7.4 billion gold equals out to about $222. So if you were to buy a bunch of gold off the real money auction house and then say, I'm going to try and get a 6% crypt Mempo and then sell it, you know, how much would I have to spend? You'd have to spend $222. Now, the sad part about that is that the lowest 6% crypt Mempo sells for $40 on the real money auction house. And it's not even really that bad. I mean, it's still 6%. Obviously, the base stats aren't quite as good. You know, the life percent's not quite as good. You know, it's not a perfect Mempo. The perfect Mempos are up to about $250, and then there's people that sell these things on third-party websites and get more money, but that's not what we're talking about here. So that's pretty much all the variables right there. Now, is it worth it to get to spend this kind of investment to try and get a 6% crypt Mempo? No, it's not. In my opinion, it's not. I mean, you could get, even if you get a 6% one, which is a 1 in 106 chance, you still could get one that's only worth $40. Whereas you could have taken that gold that you bought unidentified Mempos for, and you could have, you know, used it towards other things. I mean, 7.4 billion gold could be used in so many better ways than, I mean, 7.4 billion gold is not worth $40. It just really isn't. So, I mean, the chances of getting a perfect crypt Mempo, that's some math we might even do some other day or something like that, but it's substantially lower and definitely not worth it in my opinion. So if you're ever thinking about buying unidentified Mempos and thinking, is it worth it to spend 70 million gold, or to maybe even do it 100 times or 106 times to be exact, to try and get a 6% crypt Mempo? No, it's not worth it in my opinion. You might get lucky, you might get it on your first try, your second try, your third try, your 10th try, your 1,000th try, but take it from me. I've played since the beginning of Diablo 3. I've found a lot of Mempos. How many 6% crypt Mempos have I found? 0. And I've played for thousands of hours. So, I mean, the chances are incredibly low, and you have to put up quite a lot to try and get something that could end up being not worth it and only worth about $40. So in my opinion, guys, you know, it's up to you. Use your discretion, but the facts are in front of you. I mean, that's it. Yeah. So I want to let you guys know that. So if you're thinking about buying some unidentified Mempos and thinking maybe, oh, maybe I'll get lucky and I'll score one, maybe you will get lucky. But the odds are right here that you won't. And it's going to end up costing you way too much gold. So hope you did enjoy this video. Make sure you hit thumbs up, share with your friends, all that good stuff. Put it on Facebook, Twitter, all those kinds of things. Let's let everybody know this information so people can stop getting ripped off by these people selling unidentified Mempos. Anyways, I'm Shinobi. Until next time, thanks for watching.